Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. I want to expose very quickly how corrupt our federal government is in regards to this recent news. First new weapon in ALS fight in a generation. FDA okays first new drug for ALS treatment in 22 years. Now, why did they do this for the first time in 22 years? The master builder number in numerology. Well, again, you need to know the language of gematria. The U.S. federal government is controlled by occultists who practice old world esoteric knowledge known as Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, which has a lot to do with numbers. The underlying belief is that God created the world when he merged the letter with the number. Whether you believe that's true or not doesn't matter. The people who rule over you do. Look up what the Zohar is, a book published around 1300. And it was a book intended only for elites, which revealed all the secrets of Kabbalah that were disclosed to the world 1,000 years earlier. This knowledge, which has always been for elites, has been used by people in high places to make history. Even a news story such as this, a historic medication okay from the FDA. So why 22 years? Just look at this. Again, first new weapon in ALS fight in a generation. Feds okay first new drug for ALS treatment in 22 years. Excuse me, truth seeker. Allergy season. Anyway, ALS 22, meds 22, drug 22, pill 22. Do you think it's coincidental? If you do, you need to get off the meds. The meds, which so many people are on, are corrupting their train of thought, making them prisoners of their mind. Fools to this world. You're looking at somebody who's never been on a pharmaceutical med. The only thing that's ever entered my body is Tylenol and ibuprofen and a lot of marijuana, but never these pharmaceutical drugs. Anyway, everything that happens in this nation, from the FDA to the rest of the federal government that's given to us through the news, it's always presented with this type of numerical coding. What it shows you is this is all bullshit. And speaking of ALS and bullshit, let's go back to 2014. At the time I was first creating videos on this subject, the Ice Bucket Challenge was going on. For ALS, it was all about raising money for ALS, either that or having a bucket of ice water dumped over your head. And just think about that. This viral campaign to raise money for the federal government, and it was either give us your money or have ice water dumped on you. And what I was explaining, and I have a video from August 2014 on this, is Lou Gehrig. ALS is known as Lou Gehrig's disease, the former baseball player, the New York Yankee. It was July 4th, 1939, that Lou Gehrig announced to the world he had Lou Gehrig's disease. That was a date with 33 numerology on the nation's birthday, July 4th. If you're new to my study, the pairing of 33 and 74 is very, very Masonic. It is not arbitrary that this nation's birthday is July 4th. If you write out holiday, it sums to 74. If you write out Independence Day, it also sums to 74. Not arbitrary. Again, this nation founded by Freemasons, Masonic 74. Freemasonry is based in Jewish history, Jewish 74. This is an occult study, occult 74. The first recognized president, the 33rd degree Master Mason George Washington. Look at the name George Washington, 74. Not arbitrary. Notice the 187. Washington, D.C., 187. Donald Trump, his GOP convention began July 18th, 187 days before Inauguration Day. And this is way bigger than the United States. Freemasonry's worldwide. Freemasonry came over from Europe and established, the colonies that are now the nations that are the Americas. Adolf Hitler equals 187, and he released Mein Kampf on July 18th, 18/7. Adolf Hitler, a puppet of the New World Order, just like Donald Trump is, just like pretty much every world leader is. It's all a puppet show to control the minds of the masses. On Holocaust Remembrance Day, Trump signed that Muslim ban. So anyway, Lou Gehrig's disease, July 4th, date with 33 numerology. I forgot the best 74 yet. Ice Bucket Challenge, which is what I was talking about back in 2014. And for talking about it, pretty much everyone who knew me said I must be schizophrenic, I must have lost my mind. These were the same people who were coughing up their money, to donate to the cause. See, that's what this society is. It's a bunch of sheep. It's a bunch of morons. It's a bunch of losers. It's a bunch of suckers. It's a bunch of goy. Look up what the word goy means. That's a Jewish word for people who aren't Jewish. And goys are lessers. They're thought to be dumb. They're thought to be gullible. They're thought to easily be ruled over and led astray. All expressed in the Talmud, the Jewish holy book. See, all my friends and family who said I was schizophrenic, they were doing what goy do. They were dismissing the truth with insults and lies. And then these same people who said I was wrong, giving their money to a corrupt government that rules over them with lies, mocking them, dump ice water over your head, or cough it up. This is my perspective of the world, Truth Seeker. In 2014, pretty much everyone who knew me stopped knowing me. They thought I was crazy. And you know what's so sad? I was showing them this kind of information almost as concrete then as I show it now. So just think about how stupid these people got to be. These same morons who coughed up their money, I guarantee if I showed them this, they just go, so what? So what? Who cares? Coincidence. Just like that, without even thinking about it. That's what's wrong with this nation. That's why the powers that shouldn't be can demolish towers in New York and blame it on a man in the cave half the world away and say we need to go to war over there. You have to know that the people you govern over are brain dead, fucking retarded to do these things and know you'll get away with it. And that's where we live. We live in the land of the brain dead fucking retard, medicated out of their mind, looking to Big Brother for the solutions, too stupid to think for themselves. They need the TV, to make the wheels in their mind turn. All of this stuff makes me so sick. Whole thing's a show. If you were caught up in the Stephen Colbert thing, a lot of people ask me to do a video on Stephen Colbert. I don't even care. What do you guys need to know? Stephen Colbert, puppet. Donald Trump, puppet. Your entire government, your entire media, one big puppet show. That's all there really is to need to know. An example like this, though, is just so crystal clear. You got to be a brain-dead fucking retard not to get it. And sadly, to diagnose the nation, that's what 90% of the people are who live here. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.